Hello everyone. Can everyone hear me okay? Very loud? Cool. So my name is Carlos Rebelo, and I am a co-founder of 3D-Side. 3D-Side is a company specialized in 3D marketing, in creating 3D solutions for marketing and communications of spaces and businesses and also products or even events. I don't know. Okay, yes. Yes. So we use a state-of-the-art technology in terms of 3D, like augmented reality or 3D interactive. So it's not the usual service-oriented, like having visuals or having 3D static models, okay, or even videos. That's not our core proposal or core business, our differentiation. We have a different approach. We have a product-based approach, okay? So one of the things that we have seen working with the market is that the traditional way of working, so I go to the client with an empty page and I have to discuss everything that he wants about a subject that he probably doesn't know much, that is 3D interactive, that is highly technical with very small details in terms of what can you do and the possibilities. So we saw time after time that this service-centric approach is not the one that for us, it's not the one that will win in the next decade. So in terms of, we are a business-to-business oriented company, and in terms of businesses, people want to go through, bypass the labyrinth, okay, bypass the maze. So normally, when we approach the market with a service-based approach, we will be there dealing daily with a lot of different issues, and we want to make it very simple, very market-ready, very giving the power of our users to use online platforms in real time to update all the information, sharing things in Facebook or in LinkedIn or in their websites, and with minimal services. I will ask for a small video because this is so much easier for you guys to understand if you see our product, our proposals. So I will ask for it's a small video of 1 minute.
Lights? Thank you.
Can you stop the video right now, please? Okay, so just to contextualize a little, what you are seeing, it's a product that we have developed called Alive Places that enables a professional presentation of any space. We use the maps, dynamic maps, where our clients can explain their location and what's their interest in terms of nearby features. We have 360 degrees images about different spaces within that business, and then we have a 3D interactive model. And then the user can navigate between all this, okay? And it's very intuitive. You have all this media information directly linked with useful and practical information about the space. This is not a service-based, so this is a product. Okay, we can, for example, if I had a client interested in this, probably in 2 weeks, everything was ready. Was ready to be used in their website, was ready to be used even in Facebook, because we are integrating this inside Facebook. So this is for you guys to understand the difference between having a service-oriented approach that would take me, for example, 2 or 3 months and easily costs 3 or 5 times higher than what I can do with a product that has been developed along more or less 1.5 years. Please continue the video, it's almost finishing. So here we are exploring different ways of seeing the model. We can jump inside a place of the 3D and then see it in 360, and then we can go backwards. So we have all this interactivity done within the product. And our client can manage every information you are seeing here. We are now working on booking, live booking, where people can see spaces and see availabilities and book directly in the 3D model interactive. Okay. I think the video starts from the beginning. Okay, let's go to the presentation. So, using this is a metaphor I think probably everyone knows here. It's the blue ocean, red ocean. So, from 2 years working in this market, learning what people really want and how the market reacts and what is the status quo and who are the players. Whether you are going to a blue ocean like me or trying to explore a blue ocean like me or a red ocean, it's indifferent. One of the things that you will need to do is know the ocean you are dealing with. Okay, so and this is just to pinpoint the fact that in the beginning, every startup, my startup has more or less 2 years and a half. So in the beginning, normally everyone has a very theoretical idea of the ocean. So they know the ocean exists, they know the atmosphere, they know something about it. Then after some time, we go to our draft. What is the ocean? And then we will explore and we will develop, if we are doing it right. We heard before, 1 hour ago, that 50% of all the startups fail after 3 years. So if we are doing it right, we will develop our knowledge. And one of the lessons, everyone here would easily sum up 5 or 10 lessons. It can be many. I just choose these ones about the ocean metaphor. Okay, the first one is, if you are really doing it right, you will learn that there are a lot of fish out there. Okay, a lot of competition that you don't know, and even the competition that you don't think it's competition, but your clients perceive it as competition. So very careful with that. And one of the things that I think it's very crucial is choose a smart position in this food chain. Another one is the good partnership, raise your odds in the game. And all these conclusions lead to a very powerful insight that is the one that I've based my speak today. That is, big corporations can be an excellent in-market accelerator. Normally we speak a lot about incubation, but incubation without acceleration, I think it's not a good strategy. So when we talk about startups and when we talk about incubation, we must consider very, very seriously the acceleration, how to make it happen. And I think that big corporations can be really excellent in this, as they are in the market. Okay, so cards on the table. If I had to put, I'm not, I have some years of experience, but Michael Goldstein has much more years than me, and he states the same. So he also thinks that big corporations are really important for the startup ecosystem. But if we have to put cards in the table, we have to understand that big corporations and startups are the two faces of the same coin. They are working in the market, they want to have success, so they are using different tools and different techniques. And if in one hand we have the startups, and I will not go over these details because startups, we get to discuss it a lot in this event, of course, but corporations have things that are really important for a startup. They have money, at least more than the startup. They have established products. They have a very powerful know-how of how the market behaves, where are the clients. They have the credibility with the clients, okay? So, and one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is that we have a special relation with Esri that I will introduce in some minutes. And Esri is a 50-year, more than 50 years company. They act globally. They exist in dozens and dozens of countries. And when we 3Decide have a lot of publishing, and we write articles and other things. But when we published an article with Esri, it was by far the most read article that we ever published, like 10 times more or 20 times more. Okay, so when we are considering these synergies, this is the business model canvas. I think the important thing is to think how the startup can bring value to the big corporation in terms of their business model canvas. Maybe it's by bringing new clients. Maybe it's by intensifying the way they reach the clients. So I think there is a lot of reflection to be made, but it's worth it. And in our case of 3Decide and Esri, we identified 3 lines of partnerships. And this is not using only their technology. And that, I think, is the very differentiation between my presentation or our presentation and the previous ones. It's not only about using their technology, it's about enriching their technology. They are adopting some of our things in their products, or they are considering using some of our technologies with their technologies. And this is not only for us as startups using their technology. I think this distinction is very important. So as Michael Goldstein says, I think that everyone wins if you make the right match. I think that and today's my presentation was to bring you this insight, and please consider this fact in your startup strategy.